Dutch TV severely lacks diversity. Fortunately, the Dutch broadcasting system is public. This means every 5 years, anyone can start their own broadcaster.
Een spannende race voor sommige omroepen, want gaat het ze lukken om in het publieke bestel te komen of te blijven? Voor 31 december moeten ze dan in elk geval 50.000 leden hebben.
That gave us exactly 100 days to build a brand, to get noticed, and to convince 50,000 people to become paying members without any budget.
Introducing Omroep Zwart. Black. The first intrinsically inclusive TV broadcasting station in Dutch history.
Waar het om gaat is het dekoloniseren van de geest.
Zwart connects all people, regardless of their skin tone, preferences, heritage, culture, disability, religion, and gender.
So this is an introduction of Omroep Zwart, the broadcasting, the public broadcaster that I represent. I'm here with my colleague of the AO, which is another public broadcaster. We also have another champion called BNNVARA, but they couldn't be here. The reason Omroep Zwart was established is because of the lack of representation and diversity and inclusion in the Dutch media. But this is not just a problem in the Netherlands, it's a problem of the Western Hemisphere. Like, if you guys look around you, I'm sure you can understand why this group of people would not win the 2024 Diversity and Inclusion Prize. But we do represent the international media landscape. So that's a bridge to our initiative. We want to create a genuine connection with our audience by getting to know them, by getting acquainted with them, and we want to do it fast and we want to do it effective. Another objective for this Kickstart initiative is that we want to digitalize our target audiences, because Amsterdam has 119 nationalities. London has 287 nationalities. It's very difficult to have a representative target audience which can give feedback on content or products or services.
Actually, I can ask you, I'm on the creative side of things. If I make something up, a nice TV format, I can ask you for feedback. But I want those 118 other nationalities to also be able to answer on that question, and if they feel that resonating with them.
Yeah, exactly. And basically you want creators like Joris to be able to have a software application that is easy to use and also sexy, because it has to be appealing to use, right? So the innovation in this project.
Yeah, so when we're thinking of stuff, actually the minute I'm thinking of something, I want to be able to check with my audience if it resonates, if I'm missing something, what are they feeling, what's going on in their minds. So with this digital twin of my audience, I can get feedback every second of the way into my ideation, into production, and even generate new ideas with that feedback.
Exactly, and when you have this virtual or target audience, like this digital twin, you want them to have a voice. So what we try to do is leverage multi-model generative artificial intelligence networks, so we can give them a voice. So we have creators like Joris who are able to interact with digital twins that accurately resemble real-life people.
Exactly, and normally it takes a lot of time and cost to get that done with focus groups. So normally you only know what they think at like halfway or at the end of the way of the creative process, but we want to take that all the way to the beginning for next to zero costs.
Exactly, and the digital twins have to resemble real-life people, so they have to be trained on data that comes from real-life people. It has to be accurate, so it has to be trained on demographic data, social-cultural data, but also interests, fascinations, and beliefs. What we need?
Yes.
We need experts on multimodal generative, the creation of multimodal generative artificial intelligence. We also need experts on the creation of applied artificial intelligence.
And also the research part, like, is it true? AI will probably never be like the real human, but also everybody has a bias, so how do we know how to measure these data?
Exactly, and like I said before, the application has to be sexy, so we also need user experience designers and user interface designers to help us make this compelling software that creators like Joris would love to use. The last thing, how long do we have?
We're giving you a bonus.
Okay, we're getting a bonus minute. So this project is urgent because if you look at our, if you look in the media at the publishers that have to let off like loads of workforces because of the technological advances and the different ways that audiences consume media, it is very relevant to be able to connect with the audiences in a different way, because when the workforce shrinks, the diversity and inclusion problem becomes bigger because the problem is already there.
And besides diversity, this is also just about engagement and getting loyalty from your fans. So I think this is interesting for everybody, whether you're focusing on diversity or just earning attention.
Exactly, and the name AAVA stands for Artificial Intelligence Audience Validation Assistant. I practice on that. The end.